People say pictures don't lie, but sometimes pictures hide the truth. If you open social media today, you will see smiling faces standing in front of tall buildings, wide roads, and beautiful houses. The captions are always the same. Living my best life abroad. Hard work paying off. God did it. But what those pictures never show you is the small room behind the camera. The room with 3 bunk beds. The room with 10 people. The room where someone is sleeping on the floor because there is no space left. This is the story of Chinedu, and the house that changed everything he believed about life abroad. The dream. Chinedu grew up in a small town in Nigeria. Life there was simple. Not rich, but peaceful. His father was a motorcycle mechanic. His mother sold food in the market. They were not wealthy, but they always managed to eat every day. Still, Chinedu had one dream: to travel abroad. In his town, anyone who traveled abroad automatically became a hero. Whenever someone returned from overseas, the entire street would gather around them. Children would stare. Adults would whisper, "That one has made it." The returnee would wear big sunglasses, expensive shoes, and carry phones nobody else had seen before. Sometimes they would say things like, "Abroad is different. Money is everywhere there." Chinedu believed every word, especially when he saw the pictures. Huge houses, big kitchens, cars parked in front of beautiful homes, and smiling people holding coffee cups. To Chinedu, it looked like paradise. The opportunity. When Chinedu was 25, an opportunity came. A friend from secondary school called him one evening. "Guy, I hear say you day find way to travel." Chinedu's heart jumped. "Yes. I have been praying for it." The friend continued. "There is a visa opportunity for the UK, but it is not cheap." "How much?" The number almost made Chinedu drop the phone. It was more money than his family had ever seen at once. But once a dream enters a person's heart, it refuses to leave. Chinedu sold his small motorcycle. His mother sold her gold earrings. His father borrowed money from 3 different friends. After months of struggle, the visa finally came out. The entire street celebrated like someone had won the lottery. On the day Chinedu left Nigeria, people gathered to wish him well. One old man told him, "When you reach there, don't forget us." Chinedu smiled proudly. "I will come back with success." He truly believed it. The arrival. When the plane landed, Chinedu pressed his face against the window. Everything looked clean. Everything looked organized. Everything looked perfect. His friend Emeka was waiting for him at the airport. Emeka had been abroad for 3 years already. He hugged Chinedu and said, "Welcome to the abroad life." They entered a train and traveled for almost an hour. Tall buildings passed by the window. Beautiful streets. Busy people walking quickly. Chinedu was excited. Then he asked the question that had been sitting in his chest. "So, where is your house?" Emeka smiled. "You will see it soon." Chinedu imagined something big. Maybe a 2-story building. Maybe a compound. Maybe even a small mansion. After all, every picture he saw online looked like that. Finally, they arrived at the building. From outside, it actually looked nice. Clean walls. Quiet street. Chinedu nodded with approval. "Not bad." Emeka laughed. "Wait until you enter." The house. The moment they opened the door, Chinedu froze. The living room was filled with shoes. Dozens of them. Everywhere. Men's shoes. Women's shoes. Boots. Slippers. He whispered slowly. "How many people live here?" Emeka scratched his head. "Not too many." They walked further inside. Someone was cooking in the kitchen. 2 people were sitting on the couch watching television. Another man walked past them holding a towel. Then someone shouted from upstairs, "Who finished my chicken in the fridge?" Voices came from different rooms. Doors opening. People walking around. Chinedu looked confused. "Emeka." "Yes." "How many people live here?" Emeka sighed. "About 9. Chinedu blinked. 9. Yes. "In this house?" "Yes." Chinedu thought he heard wrong. "But the pictures you post online." Emeka laughed loudly. "My brother, welcome to reality." The room. Then Emeka opened the bedroom door. Inside were 3 bunk beds, 6 sleeping spaces, clothes hanging everywhere, suitcases under the beds. Someone was already sleeping in one corner. Emeka pointed to the top bunk. That one is yours. Chinedu stared at it. You mean, I will sleep there? Yes. But 6 people in one room? Emeka shrugged. That is the cheapest option. Chinedu sat quietly on the bed. His mind was racing. This was not the big house he imagined. This was not the life in the pictures. This was survival. The lesson. Months later, Chinedu finally understood the truth. Life abroad was not fake. But the pictures online were incomplete. Behind many smiling photos, there are shared rooms, shared houses, and long nights of hard work. But slowly, with patience and determination, things can change. And that is the real journey many immigrants never show online.